Still looking at me.
Hey yo, what's up Mighty Gang? What's good? Good afternoon, how are you doing? Welcome back into another reaction video. It's your boy the multitasker, Mighty Avenger, the one and only Mr. Avenger, Mr. M.A. or Mighty Son, or just call me Mighty at your service. How you guys doing? I'm doing alright. Just restful, and speaking of which, I was dead asleep yesterday, and even though that work was just busy like every single morning, we're talking about late morning, and yet I was, just relaxing, and next thing I know, I just took a huge nap. In which I did get a chance to watch the bandmate perform at the Tokyo Garden Okyochi that was live. That was this morning, and even though it felt like I just only got the half of the show, so there is I know that it's going to be saved up on the archive, so I need to go ahead and check it out if it is available. But at least I got a chance to watch it, and yeah, it sucks I didn't get to do any games to play stream, so I will get back on that at some point. So but I understand that the maids will be having of their 10th anniversary tour. That's going to be for this year, so congratulations. And that I know that they're going to be busy like there's no tomorrow, but hell yeah, that's awesome. That is a great news, and I think that's pretty much it. So there are some new videos that I'm going to be reacting and cover for today, because most of them that are from yesterday and this past weekend, and new requests I also am going to be taking on. But first things first, I need to get back on the Unholy World of Jesus games. Jesus! Yep. Your boy Caddicarus as Jesus Christ, where he gets to uncover some of the obscure and the most insane Jesus games, and most of them that are Bible games that involves with the Lord himself. We're talking about Run Jesus Run, Save Jesus, and Fight of Gods. Yes, in the fact that the game does exist on the PlayStation Store, and just the initials JESUS, and which, by the way, the full title is actually Jesus Kyofu no Biomonster, and the ship is the shape of the double-edged sword. Book of Revelations. Yeah, I guess that's something that it technically that involves with Jesus and everything that is from the Bible. So yeah, it's a little weird, and yet this is from MSK, which that's the Japanese computer game, and not to mention Galilee, and that's all that is. It's just a type on computer on Spectrum, which is well, I think you get the idea of what that is if you have not seen most of the like AVGN videos, like Dracula, then you get the idea. But the bottom line is that is just the tip of the iceberg, because it still continues on, because quote unquote, because the most of his episodes on his videos are an hour long. So I'm gonna pick up where I left off, which is that the Jesus Christ RPG. So let's check it out and let's begin. So if you are new to this channel, and if you like what you see so far on this content, just give it click into that bell, and not only that you will be subscribed, but you'll also receive a notification from yours truly, your friendly neighborhood reactor man, the soul of the Japanese brother man, the king of metal / J metal reactor is what I do. It may not be as 100% perfect, but it is still the best effort that I can provide for every single one of you out there, because this is what I love to do. So without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, and it's time to react.
We start off in a nice little house where we keep water, fish and eggs in treasure chests, and then waddle our way over to Mother Mary to let her know we're leaving to get our first Pokemon. Both I and your father, I mean, Joseph, will miss you.
Okay, that's a little
Sneef.
deep there.
Sneef. We walk around the town, talk to people, and find out that we can't help the organ player get wrecked because I can't perform miracles yet without travelling to the desert to get baptised. Because even if you are the Son of God, you're still useless until you get wet. We go to the oasis to get baptised and come out looking like a stupid baby.
Hello,
This
I'm
is
Jesus
what it
Christ.
looks
I
like.
just shat my pants.
As it turns out, I learned exorcism, and all it took was me getting a little bit damp. Dude, I want that!
Caddy? Caddy?
Suddenly,
I think
Satan
he's
of all
dead.
people appears, and he is looking fire. If this guy is supposed to be the root of all evil, why do I want to get a beer with him? He tries tempting us to jump off of a cliff to prove that we are as great as we say we are, and we reply, "You are not to put the Lord your God to the test." Pussy. And because of that cop-out, Satan sends Beelzebub
What the
after us
fuck?
with all of his minions. In brown trousers. Time for a battle then. Yeah! Demonic fly uses smelly finger. You know what? I don't want to fight anymore. Which is good, because in the game, I can always choose to refrain. I mean, after all, that is what Dad would want. Well, I died, and we get the greatest message I've ever read. Jesus Christ was defeated. Sorry, Christians. Right then, I guess we can't fix every problem with peace, so it's time for Jesus to cut. Kill the demon, go to hell. Kill the demon, go to hell. Kill the Lord of the Flies, go to hell. And then I stole his wallet. And the Bible lesson we learnt today, kids, is that violence solves everything. Jesus Christ RPG is an RPG where you walk around an overworld, explore buildings, talk to people for advice and items, buy weapons and armor, find party members in the form of disciples, level up with experience points to learn new miracles, and attack everyone that disagrees with you in turn-based battles. How tabled the turn. Sadly, though, you can't walk on water. You're not my Jesus. You can't progress throughout the game without obtaining certain miracles, which you can use in combat as well as the overworld. But in order to get those miracles, you have to do a lot of fights to get a lot of XP.
Yeah,
I don't remember that bit in
meaning
the Bible where Jesus had to
grinding
grind.
and
The thing is,
farming.
though,
That's
this
basically-
game may
that's
be
what you
on
do.
Steam, but it's totally free to download, and it's a totally functional RPG.
And it's a
I've got no
trilogy,
complaints
too.
about it, really. Finally, after all the bollocks I've seen so far, playing Jesus Christ RPG is just like when you're starving and you finally get your food at a restaurant. Yes! My favourite! And to make things even better, this game is actually a trilogy.
Yeah.
3 RPGs in one. Rise Jesus Christ RPG is more of the exact same, so I won't say anything about it. But what about Baby Jesus Christ RPG?
You gotta be
what
kidding
could
me.
this one be like? We get some intro text talking about the angel Gabriel coming down to see Mary for a bit of the old in, out, and she's not very happy about it. Greetings, favored one. The Lord is with you. I also didn't get much sleep last night. So Gabriel tells Mary that she'll be pregnant with the Son of God despite her being a virgin, and her face sums it all up. And then, as if by magic, with the tiniest tap of the spacebar, she's knocked up in a single frame. Sorry, can we see that again?
You... What the...
Disappointingly, not much else happens after that, and it becomes more of the exact same again. Except now you control a fat, blooming Mary as she violently shakes her pregnant stomach around. The main problem with this, though, is that I went out of the town to try and explore, when all of a sudden I was jumped by a desert thief, and Mary was surprised. So surprised, she died in one hit. Game over. And here's baby Jesus about to be stabbed. Sitting in a big poo. Fine then, I'll stock up on some weapons before I leave. Hello there, poor starving child. I don't have any food, but did you know the only
Poor
food you
kid.
need is the word of Jesus Christ? I'll buy something off of you. Battle saw? Perfect. I always wanted to equip the Virgin Mary with a battle saw. Oh look, it's Joseph. Come on then, cut. Time to go to Bethlehem and give birth to our bastard child. Oh no, a tourist appeared and called us... Hillbillies from Nazareth. I guess now we have no choice but to kill him with our battle saw. And luckily, Joseph joined our party pre-equipped.
Okay, I didn't mean to pause, but hitting the space bar and bam, Mary is pregnant. Just an instant, just like that. And if that's not bad enough, a battle saw. Really? A battle saw? Yeah, I know that it is still an RPG, but you can't be serious for this. Oh, I think this game's already started to break me from the inside.
With a giant battle hammer. After caving the tourist's face in, we look around all of the
battle
inns to stay
hammer
for the night, and sadly there's nowhere to go. I can see where this is going. Time for us to have a perfectly normal and natural birth in a cow patch. We find the right stable we need, walk in the door, and then immediately there's Jesus. Boy, that was quick. We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts with garden gnomes. Okay, then time to move on to the next game I found. Fluffy and
like
God's
gnomes.
Amazing Christmas Adventure. I don't know if Jesus has anything to do with this game, but he did have a lot of hair, so Fluffy must be his nickname. Oh dear. Fluffy is not Jesus. Fluffy is a sheep. I'm so sorry, Jesus. Can you please forgive me? Alright, so
okay,
this
sounds
game
a little darker.
isn't about Jesus at all, which means it doesn't count. But the second that God appeared in the game and started talking...
Hello, Fluffy the sheep.
I couldn't bring myself to stop recording it.
Well, my name is the Lord Almighty. You can just call me God.
You can call me Matthew McConaughey. So this is one of those I'm just going to tell you the story of Jesus games with a few...
Alright. Hey, it's Matthew McConaughey, aka God. Alright. This is my friend, Fluffy, the sheep. I know that's not the best impersonation, but hey, what can you do?
interactive elements along the way. But when I say a few, I really mean a few, because most of this just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Well...
Hey, you know what I really wanted to do today? Become a prophet? And like all good prophets, I need to rewrite my own version of Isaiah 9, my favourite movie in the series. But we can only edit what's already there a few words at a time. Name a thing that is super good. Premarital sex. Name a thing that is really bright. My asshole. Name a form of restraint or force that is really strong. The policeman. 2 words that mean the same thing as smashed, wasted, and drunk. 1 word that describes what the whole world could use. YouTube.com/Caddicarus.
Really?
Name a profession that helps people. My dealer. A new, more exciting title for God. Mister. Name a royal title or government title given to a leader. Yas Queen. A good adjective. Oh, sorry. An good adjective such as great man or loving mother. Bulging. Perfect. Time to export. The prophet Fluffy said in the 9th chapter of her book, there will be a time in the future when Galilee of the Gentiles will be filled with premarital sex. The people who walk in darkness will see a great asshole that will shine on all who live in the land where death casts its shadow. For God will break the policeman that binds his people. In that day of peace, battle gear will be wasted and drunk, for a child is born to us, a youtube.com/Caddicarus given to us. These will be his royal titles. Wonderful Dealer, Mighty Mister, Yas Queen of Peace. He will rule forever with fairness and justice from the throne of his ancestor David. The bulging commitment of the Lord Almighty will guarantee this. Wait a second, you can print this? Well then that settles it. The words of Fluffy will be set in stone forever.
Oh, God. Okay, where did he get all these box arts?
Now, to be honest, I was going to stop the game here. But then I discovered that you can have the game read this back to you.
What?
And that made it so much better.
There will be a time in the future when Galilee of the Gentiles will be filled with premarital sex. To the people who walk in darkness will see a great asshole that will shine on all who live in the land, for a child is born to us. A youtube.com/Caddicarus is given to us. Everlasting Father, Yas Queen of Peace. The bulging commitment of the Lord Almighty will
Yas
guarantee
Queen,
this.
the meme.
I was going to stop the game there.
There's more.
But then I found something else. Super Jesus. Time to fill in more text gaps and tell the world what really happened on Christmas Day.
Super baby Jesus, the super messiah, was born in the John Legend's house. Real baby Jesus' greatest powers were his giant feet and tiny fingers. Super baby Jesus wins friends and conquers enemies by his exploding balls. The real baby Jesus will grow up to conquer people's hearts with his blaspheming.
And then, I was going to stop the game there. I really was. But then on the main menu, I noticed this little thing in the bottom corner. DJ Fluffy Jams. I just had to. Stop looking at me like that! And what is this, I hark thou wail? Well, it's a drag-and-drop songs of praise beat mixer set to some Christmas hymns. And you can change a few words around and add in your own background noises. Here's what I came up with. Merry Pissmas.
Trade-off.
You know what? For a game that's about Jesus and where Christmas comes from, I didn't see Jesus a single time in this game. Where the hell was he? Sorry, mate, I think we forgot about you. Time to move on to the next game, then. Fist of Jesus, a game that used to be on Steam and mobile phones back in 2015, before suddenly being removed forever, meaning you can't actually buy it anymore unless you already owned it before it was taken down. Or you pirate it. Like I did.
You did that.
I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to illegally download it! Please let me come home! I'm really sorry.
Shame. Shame.
It's so cold outside. Please let me in, Dad! What's really sad, though, is that even after all the effort I went through to download the game and emulate it, I really don't have much to say about it. Maybe it's because I pirated the Android version, it's the only one that I could find and get working, but this is one of the most basic beat-em-ups I've ever played. Buy something and get rid of the ads. Huh. Buy it. It's not particularly good or bad or even actually that funny. The story we have here is that there isn't one. But that doesn't matter. I'm smart. I know mathematics. Okay, well, Lazarus has come back from the dead and is turning everyone into zombies, and Jesus wants us to send him back to hell, otherwise he'll get told off. But other than that, you, throw fish at the poor. The game is a beat-em-up. You beat 'em and you up 'em, charging around like a galloping sausage right into the enemy's back door! It's incredibly straightforward shit. Each level is a little arena, you can pick up weapons, you have a few unlockable special moves, and you can either survive as long as you can, or kill a certain number of zombies, chickens, or dirty,
that's a Christian version of
I remember that bit in the Bible when Jesus said to the sick, "Do the world a favour and let me finish you off." You don't even control Jesus for most of it, which is even more disappointing. Instead, you play as Judas. You know, the guy from the Beatles song, written by Paul McCartney and Jonathan Lanoon. Hey, Jude. I mean, if you like the idea of killing sheep with the stars of Bethlehem, or pulling the hearts out of non-believers, because that will make them join your religion.
Okay, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but, okay, someone thought of this from Mortal Kombat and thinking that they're gonna use this on this game. I think that's already says enough that this is the reason that this game was pulled off.
Then by all means, illegally download the game and see for yourself, but it's just a bit too wishy-washy for me. There's not much going on here. And this Lazarus boss fight? Impossible. I swear to Jesus Christ, otherwise known as God Jr., that it isn't possible.
God
Whenever
Jr.
you try to get behind him to attack during this phase of the fight where he's invincible from the front, he always gets multiple hits in or speeds off towards you before you can even get away safely. And you will die. Oh, stop being such a... Oh, wait. I'm Jesus. I can't swear. Stop being such a... twunt! And speaking of twunts, here is Pathway to Jesus on the iPhone.
5 incredible adventurers entrusted with an airship that can take them anywhere in the world, powered by a special Bible that also opens pathways to the past.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help with this one. Okay, you all learned a very valuable lesson today, and we're all better people for it. So yes, you heard that right. This is a video game where you pilot a time-traveling spaceship powered by a Bible that is searching for Jesus F. Christ. And on your mobile phone, no less. I always wanted to finish a phone call to my granddad's funeral director, and then hop on my Bible spaceship game. Suddenly, the ship crashes because, oh, I don't know, maybe because the controls have been left with a goddamn chimp! And we wake up in this very strange place. We swipe around the screen to move, head for the exit, and... It's too hard. This is an extremely basic pushing puzzle game, and I mean extremely basic. This has solely been designed for the kiddywinks so they can easily get their daily dose of the man in the bathrobe. To be fair though, it isn't awful, it looks fine enough and it has decent production values, but what are we doing all of this for?
I know where and when we are. This is Bethlehem, on the night Jesus was born.
Wait, how did we time travel to the birth of Jesus? It didn't happen!
Our airship crashed and our team separated. It appears that God has used this moment to show us something incredible.
Yeah, you hear that, kids? If your spaceship crashes and you don't know if anybody is left alive, screw them, it doesn't matter. Because God made you crash so that you could see his snotty little son. And that's more important than finding your dying friends.
The Spirit of God descended on him like a dove, and a voice from heaven spoke on him, saying, "This is my son, whom I love."
And that's why I'm going to let him die on a big wooden stick. Okay, I take it back. This game isn't that good at all. It's actually a little bit...
I heard something. Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Completely broken? Just check out this AI here.
I heard something. I heard something. Who's there?
Okay, what?
Who's there?
Do you just not like gingers? Is that what this is? Oh, and you'd think I wouldn't complain about the controls here when all you do is swipe the screen, but man, it is non-stop. You swipe for every single individual space you need to move. After a while, it kills your finger. It's just constant rubbing. I feel like Jesus is fluffer.
Jesus was only 12 when he was teaching in the temple.
Wow, kids really can do amazing things.
Yeah, kids, I know you don't want to tidy your room or wash a plate, but feel free to teach Christianity. You don't even need to do your homework, it's fine.
God can work any problem for good. I have the hope that he will do just that in this situation.
Sweet, he'll finish the game for me then. And I think he might actually have to because I can't go any further. I distract this guy with the only rock available, which means I have no more rocks to distract this guy, and I physically can't continue. Hey, what do I do? Where do I go? I can't move! Help me, Squeezy Jeezy! Wait a second, why am I playing this? I'm the son of G! I can do whatever I want! I'm hungry. I want free food. Yes!
The Beefy Boys.
Hi there, welcome to the Beefy Boys. How can I help?
Hi, yeah, I came back to save you from sin. I want a burger. Actually, no, scratch that. I want two.
She is confused, like, what the hell's going on? That look.
Yeah, it's me. Someone gets it, finally. Thank you very much. Listen. Dying for a burger. Congratulations, it's a boy. Right, sit me down and give me all your meat. Okay, thank you. This way. They think I'm Jesus, but I'm actually not. Okay then, guys, here you go. Here's your table. Actually, can I go to the kitchen instead?
Why would you?
I need to bless it. Whoa, that smells great. You mind if I add my own thing? Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Come on, keep going. Chop, chop, chop. It's looking drier than my sandals. Hey, look, vegans. Miracles of Jesus for Windows 95. If you want eternal salvation in heaven, all you need is 32 megabytes of RAM. And thus Jesus said unto his disciples, it is better to set the system color depth to 256. Yes.
Oh, wow. This is too much.
No. We boot the game up, and I'm in love with the fact that Jesus' corpse is the mouse pointer. I love it. And let's begin our path to heaven with some puzzles.
What?
shit, man, this music is banging. Where can I get the album? I didn't know Jesus grew up in the project. First off, there's this painting game, and I made my own masterpiece that I call Leprosy Babe. Then there's Spot the Difference, and if you get it wrong too many times, you burn in hell, I don't know. And finally, there's these jigsaws to solve, where every finished piece makes a lovely noise that sounds like Satan's... I've heard pap smears more pleasant than this. What I find interesting, though, is that these are the only games on this disc, and they are all memory games. Remember what the right colours are for painting, remember what was different about the original picture, also that the kids playing can train their stupid idiot pea brains to remember as much holy scripture as possible. Hey, I know that sounds cynical, but none of the games I've played so far had an entire section dedicated to just reading prayers at you.
Yeah.
Aw, a prayer before going to sleep in case we don't wake up. How sweet.
I want to pray for those who have no shelter, that you protect them and keep them from harm.
Well,
I come to your presence and pray.
I'm not gonna go there.
Suffering from illness, you are the healer, Lord. Heal their wounds, cure their illness.
Oh, that's good. I guess you won't need hospitals then.
Guide me, Lord, throughout this night and in the days to come.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.
Bitch! Okay, time to head off to my favourite biblical game, Information. And let's check out some of the characters of the Bible. Oh, wow! I didn't know Pavarotti was in it! And by the way, Joseph, you could really do with a haircut. And David, you could do with a new face. Hang on, where's Mary? Why isn't she a main character in Jesus' life? Well, I guess she didn't do too much. She only birthed him. Right, fine then.
Right.
Let's go and see what weapons is. Joy to the world, I did come. Time to check out the word of God now. What does he say about wisdom? What is wisdom? I don't know. Okay then, how about obedience? He who does not love God and does not keep his words is in for eternal damnation. So you're saying I need to be gay? And finally, we have the story, the main event of this ancient holy artifact. From Windows 95. And don't let the horrifying Silent Hill rusted text put you off. This is simply a very basic retelling of the life of Jesus without any interactivity, and that's it. Play Miracles of Jesus right now! The game critics all over the world are saying, you can buy it if you want. Yeah, I thought this was going to be one of those, like, Disney storybook games, but with added smiting, and no, it's just a boring narration telling you things that Jesus did, and apparently the narrator can't even read.
But he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees come to the baptism.
Oh boy, Jesus, stop it! No, put that back on!
I've never heard of that kind of word.
Okay, to be fair, there is this one awesome bit where you do safe cracking with Jesus, but aside from that, I've got nothing to add. It doesn't even finish the story at the crucifixion. You know, the best bit! It just stops right here as he gets taken away after being caught kissing a man in a forest, because it was illegal back then. Luckily, the voice acting is easily my favourite thing.
This is my beloved son, with whom I am well pleased.
Yeah, did you hear that? God's well pleased with his son, yeah. He's well good, isn't it? You're right, proper lad. I'm God, I'm well pleased with my son. Well pleased. My favourite band is Wet, Wet, Wet.
Get up. Why are you sleeping?
Yeah, come on. We gotta get some ice cream and find some boys.
Turn away from your sins and baptize yourself. But what should we do then?
Go away!
If you are the Son of God, command these stones to turn into bread.
It is written in the scriptures that man shall not live on bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God.
So what you're saying is you can't do it?
If you are the Son of God, cast thyself down.
And please stop my tail from coming out of my stomach.
At the end of it all, though, Miracles of Jesus does show off my personal favourite miracle he ever pulled off. The time when he found the fire exit. By the way, if any of you out there are genuinely worried that I'll be damned to hell for all eternity for making this video, don't worry. I was christened, so I get a free pass.
Christened? Okay, I guess he's trying to say that I'm Christian, and so am I. But this this is nuts. Okay, wow. I think that the most of the so far with this is that the baby Jesus Christ RPG is absurd and it's just ridiculous. I mean, no, I mean the entire of the trilogy is just insane. And the thing is that the fact that it was free on Steam, but the graphics, it's all just nothing but chibi size. Even though that it just shows the smaller version of the entire map, but the graphics, when it comes to if you would call it as cutscenes, they remain to be that small. I mean, I guess this is what we could consider that the game was rushed, or the fact that there was a small team to make this game, but didn't have enough of a budget. I'm assuming that's that was the issue of it. But the Fist of Jesus, really, that's what they're gonna go with this. And perhaps it was best that the game that deserves to be, removed, because I'm pretty sure that everyone didn't enjoy it, and ads and obscured of the kind of story that has nothing to do with the Bible, but trying to be as a playable game. And I guess that's all I could think about it. I mean, this is just really the only point and click that I ever did, that was the mathematic baseball and how to draw Marvel on the PC. That was the only thing. That was the only two games that I ever get to do that. But thank goodness I didn't play anything that involves with the Bible or Jesus himself, because even I would be a little confused, and that I wouldn't be able to to be entertain myself playing these games, because it just, if they could have just spent a little more time, with the gameplay. But I guess that's the problem is that there was a big differences of trying to get in depth with the stories, but not so much with the gameplay. And don't get me started with the mobile, because that looks like it's straight up broken. Hopefully this not gonna send me to hell, because I'm pretty sure that the demons want me very bad. But I'm gonna stop there just for right now, because I have a feeling that the next day I'm gonna get to the conclusion, and I think that's gonna be even more insane, and more of Caddy as Jesus, and hopefully that he'll be forgiven for downloading the game that is piracy. And I'm just curious to know that how in the heck did he manage to get away for what he's did, especially to the Beefy Boys. That looks like a really nice joint to hang out and to eat, and it makes me hungry. But if you guys enjoyed that, which that was part 2, but hit the like button and also leave a comment down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So the next day, this will be the last in the conclusion, which is of the Unholy World of Jesus game. So until then, peace, and to all that is good, and to the Lord, take care.